Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Miko back with another episode, and I have a returning, three-time returning guest on the show. Can y'all tell that I love her? Because
I
I
love you
mean,
more.
the vibes. I got G9 G vibes in the building because the vibe is always on time, y'all. It's on time.
Hey, hi y'all.
Welcome back and back to the show.
I appreciate that. I love you, Mika.
I love you too, girl. Okay, so I titled this episode Lights Camera Action
Oh yeah.
because because you be on the scene, girl. You be
I,
on the
I swear
scene.
to God. I swear to God, everybody think that, but I don't feel like I am all the way, and it's crazy because I sometimes have to be like, you are though, Jenny. Stop like
Yeah,
downplaying what you do.
don't
Yeah.
look, look. I just wrote in my book last night. I wrote my manifestations down, and I said, like, you're only gonna talk positive about yourself. You know,
Right. That's dope.
we make those little jokes on ourselves, but they could really, like, we have to start speaking more highly of ourselves. Everybody
Definitely.
knows their own flaws, and the world knows it and people around you, but you have to start speaking it to yourself. You have to start speaking positivity to yourself. You have to pour into yourself. Like, that's like a real life thing. Like, and I really, like, literally was up late last night just writing that down. I have to start speaking highly of myself.
Yeah, I think it's like they say reverse psychology in a sense.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
tell yourself things and they come to light. I even heard the girl, the actress Gail Bean say something like she said like she's gonna like she's happy, like sometimes we have to be, they say, humble and not say that you're happy that you won,
Yeah.
you happy that you did all these accolades, like you just got to be modest about it. But she said it's okay to be happy, and I'm like, yes, you should be okay with saying I'm happy I won.
Yeah.
i'm
Yeah.
I feel like I deserve this. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with you doing that,
Yeah.
and I think that's what manifestation is like being okay with believing things, like
Yeah.
believing this can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen. Don't doubt yourself. Just
Yeah.
start working towards it. It's
And
gonna
then
happen
you
for you.
you have to say it in I am. I am. I am.
Oh,
I am. Not I will be. Like, I am. I am this.
I
I'm
am.
in I'm in
I
it right
am.
now in the presence. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Correct.
I
Correct.
know it's just a funny thing that I do. Like ooh, or I'm fat. And I'll say that to myself, and it's like, okay, Miko, you gotta stop saying that. You know?
Right.
You
Right.
have to
I
stop
feel
saying
you.
that to yourself. Like, that's not cool. Don't say it to yourself,
Right. Right.
because other people probably
I
thinking
agree.
it, but you can't say it to yourself. Shit.
Yeah, it's okay to give yourself flowers. Okay. When
Yeah.
I say even as far as getting up and going to work every day, like that is tiring. Like we're getting of age. We want to sit down, we want to watch TV, we want to do something else more than going to
But
work, especially with the type of environments they are at work. It's not the best environments, especially
yeah.
on my side. So I always have to keep in mind that the bigger goal besides work is like, oh, being able to keep doing something. What is it? Keep maintaining, being
Right.
able to maintain, like being able to take care of the things you need to take care of. Thank God that you have a job where you can take care of bills and
Exactly.
aspirations that you to do with
Yeah.
yourself. Because if you didn't have a job, then you'd be dependent on people. We don't do that. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm grateful.
I feel like I'm always grateful for work. It's just like, why they gotta work here too, though?
Wow!
That'd be the thing for me.
Wow!
I'm hard working. I like going to work. It's like comedy hour for me. I'll go and crack my best jokes at work. It's so much material
No
there.
lie.
It's so much
It's a lot of
material.
material.
But it's like, why they gotta be here though?
I hear you. I think that
Like,
what I've learned from this past year about work is that I have to stop internalizing the people at work because they
mm-hmm.
are not my people.
Yeah,
Once you know the people at work are not your people, you don't
yeah,
have to internalize what they do, what they
yeah,
say, how they do it. You just keep your head above the water, keep your head high, do your
yep.
job, and go home. That's how I look at it now.
Look,
I used to
amen.
look at it as another family. I used to be like, "Oh, that's my other family." But when
Yeah.
start realizing that you could put boundaries on friends,
Mm-hmm.
family, work, all that, and
Co-workers.
I start really using look it. And when I say start really using that to my advantage,
Yeah,
then now it's like easier for me to go to work, even though it's still a little tension and feels a little,
yeah,
different
uh-huh.
compared to when I first started. But now
Right.
I can look at work as like not so I'm not internalizing it no more.
Yeah.
It's just work.
I feel like I definitely used to get like real caught up on my feelings about stuff at work.
Me
And it
too.
just came to like I really used to be hot over some stuff, and I really had to come to the point like,
Yes.
you know what? These people gonna do what they gonna do. These people gonna do what they
And
gonna do.
then you gotta understand like this, like no matter what, like I always think of it now like this, and I didn't think of it till right now. I'm okay with feeling the way I'm feeling, but do I have to react to the feelings?
Yeah.
Do I have
And
to
I was
project
and
that?
I was a reactor.
And I was too. I was projecting what I was feeling about coworkers on
Yeah.
like my daily routine. Like, and I don't
Yeah.
like that. Like feeling some way. Like because you know how it is when you don't expect people to be a certain way and then they are. You like, no,
Yeah.
we was what
Right.
happened?
Yeah. And it's funny because
I
I
used to be like thinking
tell
like everybody crazy.
it seemed like after COVID, we got a whole new crop of people, and the other people never came back. So for me, and it's still a couple of people still there that know me from before COVID, and I have to like I have to laugh, and I'm like, hey, you better tell them how I used to be. They don't want
Okay.
that. Miko is still in her back pocket, baby.
Okay, don't get it
She's
twisted
still
now.
there, and you want to test it. I mean,
But, but they don't. It doesn't even matter because they're not worth that.
yeah,
The
they're not.
energy
But
you
some
give
people,
off.
I think, oh, some people I'll be want to give it to them. Like,
Oh yeah, we supposed to. I mean,
yeah,
it's okay
because
to
you ain't
check
gonna
somebody.
learn.
It's okay to check somebody when they need to be checked, and
Yeah,
and grace, not in a way
yeah,
like mother effer this, but just hey, check this out. Like
yeah.
this
Let me
how I'm
holler
doing.
at you real quick. Let's
Yeah,
go
it
have
don't
a
have to
talk. Let's
always
go have a
be like
talk.
a rah rah rah. It don't have to be rah rah rah. It can just be
Yeah,
like, you know what, I didn't like that, but we can
yeah,
roll. Do
yeah.
you? I do.
Now you going over there. My new
Basically.
favorite old line is, "Go away from me with this Apollo." I
Ah,
love when she said that.
not Apollo.
I love
Not
when she said that. Go away from me with this Apollo.
girl. You talking about Phaedra?
Yes.
Girl,
That was like
she was
too funny. That was like literally
when
probably
she
one of the funniest lines she ever said.
when she was
Because I
breaking
got
up with
it.
that man.
Yes,
When she was breaking up with that man, that was another life. I know.
it
I was
was
like, damn.
on
Like
TV. Like, damn,
she was
damn.
she was done. You know how
She was
somebody be
done.
done? She was
Yeah, she was
done.
done. She was
And now
overdone.
she back. So I don't know how
Yeah.
done she was.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's get into the show, girl. Let's get into the show.
Okay.
All right. So, my first question for you is, how do you define your your interviewing style? And what makes you
Uh,
think what what do you think makes a great interviewer?
engagement. It's important when you interview people to be engaged in the conversation.
Mhm.
That's how the conversation flows. Like you're
Mhm.
listening to what they're saying so you can reply. Not you hear their question and you're not listening. I mean, you hear their answer, you're not listening, so that you could continue on with something else that's still in the same. Okay, so I always look at it like this. You have three ways to interview. You can go question by question, have a conversation, or you cannot pay attention at all. Like some
Right.
people just have the mic, don't pay attention, ask one question and be like, "Oh, I got that." You know what I'm saying? Or some people want to have a conversation and engage with the person and want to get to really know the person. And I think that's what people love the most, is that the engagement part. Like people know your what you do, listen to your music, listen to research you. People love that. As much as
Right.
people don't know, is that actors are just as insecure as we are on the
Right.
carpets.
Right.
So
Yeah. I agree.
they're afraid, they're afraid of you to ask them something that's going to be all over the blogs.
Right.
So for my way I do things is I come off as your friend, like your not your friend, like your homegirl, like the person
Right.
you could talk to, like you could catch up with 10 years from now and it's still the same. So I always try to give off I'm your friend in your head vibe, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Right. Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about me touching, cutting up stuff or nothing. I'm gonna always compliment you when I see you, and I'm always gonna ask a question that's relatable to what you're doing and not
Yeah.
what everybody else is doing.
Right. Love
So
that.
I don't know, did I define it, but did I define
Yeah,
myself
you
as
have.
a
Yeah, I think you
okay?
did. Your style is I'm
Okay.
your homegirl style.
Yeah, like I'm your friend. I'm just your friend.
I'm
I'm
just
just
your
asking you a few questions,
friend. We're just
girl.
gonna, yeah,
We're not gonna dig.
yeah.
We're not gonna dig too deep because not everybody need to know your business. But hello,
But hello
But I
there.
still want to get
Yeah,
the story.
right. I get it. So, what year did you start doing the red carpet? And do you remember what your first event was?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me go back to my very first event because I always give this other carpet my first event because I was able to talk to the celebrities.
Okay.
But it's not even just about celebrities. When you get on the carpet, you still need to network with other people because other people make sense to talk to too.
Right.
Anyway, so what I was gonna say was, what was the question? My
What you?
2021.
Okay.
No, is this 22, 23? No, 2022 is when I started carpets. 2 years ago.
Okay.
2.5 years ago. Um, I I had a friend. I always used to see like little media clips of people that's in my podcast world do interviews with other people. So I said I want to get into that. So my friend, I don't know her name today, is Jam.
Okay.
She was like, "Oh, I have an event that's happening," and I met her through a friend. And she was like, "Do you mind doing interviews? I need media."
Uh huh.
So me and my sister went. First of all, me and my sister went. Embarrassing, because when I got there, I was so nervous. I had on this outfit that I was uncomfortable because that was the first time I gained the most weight, right?
Okay.
So I had on
Yeah.
this uncomfortable outfit, but I thought I had to be like sexy, cute, still the girl on the carpet, right?
Uh huh.
So I gets on the carpet. My mic, I didn't know that you needed a mic.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking if we go close, we had this little Sony camera. I just felt like if you go close, that you could
Yeah.
hear. But the
Yeah.
music was blasting in the background. I'm thinking it's gonna be where you could hear it, baby. Disaster. My pants split. I had to
Oh
act
my
like
God.
I had to cut the other side of the pants to make it look like that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh damn.
Like, cause it cut in the middle of my leg, so I had to make it look like it's ruffles on both sides. Me and my sister had a time, baby. But my sister was just there to help me. She
Ooh.
was like, she didn't want to go, but she was like, "This your first time, so we gonna go." And it was at the modeling place, modeling. It was downtown at the event, but it's for the people, model experience people. So I don't know.
Oh my
I guess I had a
God.
great time. It was horrible though.
I mean, hey, you live, you learn, you laugh, you're
Yes, and I
embarrassed.
still when I say I felt like a natural because I got right on it and just was asking questions. I wasn't shy about it. I wasn't
Right.
nothing, but I was still nervous, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I just went with the flow. Trust me, them questions was horrible back then. I don't even want to look at them.
Hey, you live and you learn and you do better. That's all that's
You
about.
grow.
You grow.
every
I
every
mean,
every time I go somewhere, I embarrass myself in some way. Every carpet,
and you
no
know
lie,
what?
I've always
But it's kind of like you probably embarrass yourself in your head, but nobody else noticed it. Because I felt like that a
exactly.
thousand times. I feel like that like a good portion of days. Like, girl, why the hell? But nobody else peeped this. I was like, girl, don't even trip.
No,
Nobody else.
nope. Nobody peeps it, and it just seems so regular. It seemed like that's
Yeah,
what I was supposed to do, but
yeah.
yeah,
Hey, it happened.
important.
It happens to the best of us, girl. I definitely get it.
Yes, to do.
Okay, so do you think? I know you're kind of new to it a little bit, but you've
Hmm.
done so many in my eyes. I feel like you've done a lot.
I've
From when
done
you,
over 20.
that's a lot to me.
Yeah,
So
and it's a lot to me because
yeah,
I'm
that's a
tired.
lot. That's a lot. So do you think from when you first started to present day, do you think the coverage of uh not as far as the actors, but interviewers, do you see more black people being put to do these red carpet events?
So, yeah, I think that the problem is that they're not accepting all the black people because they don't have it all the way together in a sense. So when you sign up for a carpet, they want the website. They want them just get it's
Hmm.
like a credential site that you just put all your credentials in. And if you're just starting out and don't have a website and you just put everything on social media, all your platforms, they don't realize how much that is an engagement as well.
Right,
But they rather have the website because the website you can write about the event, you can show video about the event, you can do so
right,
much with a website,
right,
right?
right.
But I do see more of my culture on the carpets. Even I attend all the carpets though. It's a difference for me. Like a lot of media people want to just do one lane. Like I rather
Hmm.
do them all so I can see which one fits me the most,
Yeah, of
which one
course.
I love the most. So I do the artists, I do the giving back to the community events, I do the movie ones, I do the premieres. I haven't
Right.
got to my biggest premieres yet, but in due time. But I do feel like it's more black people. You saying is it more black people on the carpet?
Yeah, as far as like the interviewers, like I hear a lot like black people are not being represented on the carpet as far as the interviewers.
We're always
Like,
at the
and then a
end.
lot of people,
Yes.
yeah, like that part. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I always was grateful for that. Like just to even be on the carpet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I'm building my brand. Who knows G Vibes? You know what I'm saying? These people don't know who G Vibes is, but they know who E News is. They know
Right.
who People Magazine is. So
Right.
I always said to myself, like, it makes sense that they're in the front. So when I hear people say that, I'm like, oh, it makes sense they're in the front. But then when I spoke to a content creator that's been in the game for 3 years, she was like, it doesn't make sense because we are pushing their product more.
Yeah.
So if I E News is always gonna be validated, right?
Right.
But if G Vibes posts something, a clip or something, and it goes viral, um, I don't think it'd be as respected as it would be with a bigger company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll be just that clip. You know what I'm saying? It won't be
Mhm.
like your credit is due. You did that.
Right.
It'll be
Right.
more like, oh, if a bigger company, not saying E News because I don't want them come to get me. I love y'all because I'm trying to work for y'all too. Uh, if any bigger company that's been on in the game for a lot of years come with the clip, they're gonna get more validation from it because they're a bigger company.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I know that's a tough thing to say, but I'm okay with where I'm at, and I feel like I'm gonna keep growing. And who's to say what's gonna happen in 2 years? But I do feel like, in due time, it would get
Yeah.
better
Yeah. I agree.
for
I
sure.
can agree with that.
Hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you spoke a little bit on the website and then the social media part of it. So with that, can you tell us what's the process of getting hooked up with a red carpet? Like, who do you need to know? Is it, yeah,
You
just
need
let us know the process.
research, research, research. So, okay, you have to know the PRs. The PRs, the public. Remember, what's her name? Divine Joy. The one that just won the
Oh,
Oscar.
yeah. Yeah.
Remember how she thanked her publicist?
Yes.
That's who you need to know to get on the carpets. So
Okay.
I follow it. I follow all the publicists. Any publicist you can think of, I follow.
Okay.
Because those are the ones that want their artists to they want to build their artists up,
Right.
right? In order
Mm-hmm.
to do that, they have to be on multiple platforms, right? It don't matter what platform you're on, but if people keep seeing you, they're gonna want to follow you. If
Yeah.
people keep seeing you doing something, they're gonna want to do it. So I built relationships not based on I built a lot of relationships with PRs going on one carpet at a time. So I met a PR at the first carpet because the second carpet, right? So the second carpet that I always claim is my first carpet because I really got to interview
Okay.
my homeboy. I forgot his name right now, but it's okay. Shout out to him. But what he did was Bankhead. Shout out to Bankhead. So he told me to go on the carpet. I got on the carpet and he told me first things first because I kept telling him nobody never like helps me to get on the carpets, right? So he said the first thing you need to do is when you get on the carpet network, you need to talk to all the PRs.
Right.
So he pointed out the PR. I met this girl named Tiffany. But that ain't how we discussed like Tiffany was just cool. And I just
Yeah.
met her because she was telling us who's coming on the carpet. And it ended up where we having a relationship. And then
Okay.
she was like, she started bringing me on carpets all the time. And so when she started bringing me on her carpets all the time, well, not her carpets, but through her company
Yeah.
carpets, she'll hit me up like I got a carpet. And then I had somebody tell me how to fill out a credential form.
Okay.
So what it is I'm gonna give y'all a little secret.
Yes. Give us a secret.
Go to pay you only pay $100 a month. Go on Hollywood Calendar. You're gonna see a list of events for 2 months, and you request to be on the carpet from there. They have the
Oh.
PR names, they have the PR information. All it is you look at the bottom. If you want to be part of media, say press. You email them your information. You got to get your EPK. EPK is it called EPK? Anyway, with your picture, like a resume of yourself,
Okay.
and you send that out to all of those people,
Hmm.
and probably one gonna hit you back, maybe one.
Yeah.
But if you get on one carpet, best believe you find two or three PRs on that
Oh
carpet
yeah,
that
for
represent
sure.
somebody. And then they will build a relationship with you to build a relationship with their whoever they're putting on the carpet. And you start going to their events. And then you start going to the next events. But every month, the Hollywood calendar, go buy it and get yourself on the carpet.
There you
That's how
go.
I learned.
There you go.
Like people think I got it's a pool. I'm doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Okay.
Right. Right.
Going on the calendar, going to find those press people and people don't want you to know that because people be like, "Oh, that's going to
Mess up
stop
their
my
shot
growth."
or something. Yeah.
And you know what? It can. But whatever God has for you, He has for you. It
Thank you.
can because
Amen.
if you have
Amen.
five people, if you have five people the people that listen to looked at this right now, right? So they just tune in and they go on the Hollywood calendar and pay $100 every month to look at all the events and apply for credentials. It's literally that simple. They may approve it, they may not, but the ones you get approved for, you go on there, you
You
meet
go.
publicists, you follow
Yeah.
them, and the publicist always puts out in their story they need press for an event, and you go from there and you
Boom.
apply there and you build a
Boom.
relationship with them. Honestly, I have relationships with about three that I mainly have a relationship with,
Uh-huh.
and I love them like they're my real friends. Like I like
Right.
them, love them. Like it has nothing to do with work.
who they're
Like I
working
just
with.
like them as a
Yeah,
whole. Yeah.
that's dope. That's
Leslie Grant is a good one. If you don't follow her, follow Leslie Grant. She's a PR. Melissa Rodriguez, if you don't follow her, follow her. She's amazing. I love her, Melissa. Cami Johnson, she's a good one. She publicist for Joe Joe, what is it? Amoza? What is it?
what is he
You know that
on?
song, Switch Lane, something. It's a West Side song. Anyway, make
Oh,
story short, follow a few.
got it.
If you see my page, you go to my following. I follow mostly PRs and PR companies. So what I'll say to everybody is research, 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 and do your own research. Not just that. You could go find PRs of music artists that you know and apply and go on their website and say, I want to interview them and see how it works out. You just gotta research.
You just gotta research, y'all. You just gotta research. Okay,
Yeah.
I got a good question, and this could be present
Okay.
or past. No, it could be
Sorry
present.
for the waters in the back.
It's all good. Uh, it could be present. Let's do a present and a past. Who would be your dream interview?
Ricky Lake from the past.
Okay.
Everybody want to know why. I loved Ricky Lake growing up. I don't care what nobody says. Ricky Lake is the bomb. But dream interview. I wouldn't mind. In the past too, I say Oprah. I would like to just pick her brain because she made an impact. Even though people have whatever they have about her, but I just think the
I
impact
mean, she
she's
definitely
made,
made an impact. Like, we're
like
not
in
gonna
her
act like she
world, like
didn't. Like,
you can't deny that. You
yeah, you
cannot deny
can't. If
that.
you deny that, you're a hater. That's
Yeah.
just period.
So
You're just a hater.
so the person I would have thought that I never would have interviewed, but I interviewed was Tisha Campbell, and she was amazing. Thank God, I
Oh,
love her. But I want to interview. What's her name? Issa Rae.
oh my God. Yeah, I can see that.
Like
I mean, I've
I
had a small conversation with her and it was great. I had a
I heard
regular,
she's like so friendly.
sh- she was so friendly. I think me and you talked about the conversation I had with her at the All-Star game, but she was like hella cool, hella cool. And this was just like, hey, wow. Oh my God. And it wasn't even like me gloating on her or nothing. It was on some like regular conversation type. And she was very
I
like, she didn't give me a
I think
look
she
or
just
nothing. She
seemed
just cool. She's a
was cool.
Capricorn, so that makes sense.
You know what I like about her is that she's relatable.
Yeah, she's very
I think
relatable.
that that conversation will be amazing because she's relatable and she's funny and
Yeah.
she really reminds me of the LA girls. Like
Yeah. Well,
we're fun. We
she's from
fun.
LA, so
That's what I'm saying. Like
it
I
makes
like to
sense.
talk to LA natives. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. Yep.
So
She
Issa Rae
knows
will be my
she could tell you like, yeah, I know that place because she was actually
right.
there, you know? Okay,
Right.
so
I love Issa.
yeah, I would like that. I think that would be dope too. Like she
Girl,
just from the
that would be
small
pinned, and
conversation.
I will keep. When I say that will be my pinned forever
I know.
interview. I will
Yeah,
pin that, and I will not take it down, and I don't care if it's 10 years later.
right.
Mm-mm.
I mean, yeah. I'm telling you from the
Mm-mm.
little conversation, I've met her twice, and it was all real smooth, real easy, real like not
And
why you
everybody
talking to
says the
me,
same
not
thing.
none of that. It was none of that.
It,
So yeah,
everybody says the same thing, and that's crazy. That everybody that has met her has said the same thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Easy.
Easy,
Hey, girl.
easy. Hey,
They're
Issa.
gonna pull this interview up one day. Hey,
Hey,
Issa.
yeah. Okay, so what has been, because you did over 20, can you give me maybe
Yeah.
your top three, like
Interviews.
most favorite interviews, or yeah, you're like your most favorite interviews?
Um, It's so easy. I would have to. It's the easiest one. It's the ones that I love the most that I still look at that I don't have pen, which is crazy. My favorite one of all times is the guy from Power Tommy. His
Okay.
name is Joseph. When I say that was my first interview of last year, my very
Okay.
first interview. And it was just easy and it was natural and he was fun and he was nice and he was cool and he liked black girls and he was just cool. Like he was just he told me
Hey,
that. He was like,
it
you
always
like
makes it
black
a little
women.
easier
Like,
when they like black girls. Look, it always make it a
Yeah,
little
I
easier
told
when
him
they
I
like
got a
black
man.
girls.
Look it,
Like
I
I'm
said I
good
got a
over
man,
here,
but
but I
yeah,
appreciate that.
you know. But he wasn't directing it towards me. It was just a
Yeah, but
conversation,
hey,
so I don't want to take
hey,
it like that.
love on us. Thank you.
Yeah. He was
Love
just
on us.
he was just he was just down to earth and I felt like that was my most memorable because the questions I knew his work.
Right.
So I knew him from other shows from like when what is it? Grey's Anatomy and Power and other little shows he played on Law and Order. I
Yeah.
knew his work, so it was easier for me to
Easier.
interview
Yeah.
him.
Right.
So it was great. That's why it was so great. My second favorite of all times is Tisha Campbell
Come on, Tisha.
because
Come on,
she's like an
Gina.
icon to me.
Yeah, of course.
Gina,
Of course.
Kyle, she's like a IJ, Kyle.
Yeah.
She's like the ultimate moms, like
Yeah.
of the shows, like funny, cool.
Yeah.
And then Gina, everybody wanted to be Gina and Pam. So it
Yeah.
was
You
like
either want it
she
to
was
be Gina or
so
you want it to be Pam.
either one, okay? Like whatever one, but I just felt like she was just so nice and real.
And
And
she's been in the game for a long time. She's been in the
and
game for
I
a long time.
and I listened to her and she listened to me. I like that it was an engagement. It wasn't
Right.
like, oh, we just interviewed and like I just liked that she was engaged in the conversation and we enjoyed ourselves and I gave her flowers on camera. Like I was not playing with
Yeah.
her. I'm finna go pin that after I get back after this.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Pin
Oh, and my
Gina.
last one, right. And my last one was Danielle Brooks. It was my most recent
Oh,
in
yeah.
January.
Yeah.
When I say she talked to everybody on the carpet when they was shifting everybody away, she talked to every single one of us on the carpet
Oh,
and she
wow.
never looked tired. And she would, and that Color Purple just came out. So December. So
Yeah, so
January,
she
she
was
was at the
tired.
highest of the highest, which she
Yeah.
still is. She was for sure tired. She was on every award show. She's been on every
Yeah.
award show. So if you look at that interview, you would not believe how much my feet was hurting, but I did not care. She was the homegirl. She was nice, and I really messed up on that interview. I was stumbling and I cut a little bit as much as I can, but she was just so nice and warm and was graceful. So I loved her,
Yeah.
and I'm always love Danielle Brooks for that. She's the homegirl
Shout
in
out
my head
to
too.
Danielle Brooks. Shout out to her and all her amazing
Orange is
work.
the new black.
Not just with
All your
the
amazing work.
color purple, just
Color
with
purple.
everything.
But
Yeah.
Orange is the new black.
Yeah.
She's done Broadway. She's amazing.
Wait, was she played in the Mahalia Jackson.
I think so.
Yeah, she did
Yeah,
amazing in
I
that.
think so.
I
Yeah,
believe that was her.
she's a really
And
good
she did an
actress.
excellent job in that movie. Okay. Now, I know you super busy. So how do you balance school, work, the family life, and still hitting these red carpets up?
I do.
Because you do a
I
lot,
looked at
girl.
no people don't even understand. Like I do, and I just and I'm getting a second job today. I know they're gonna hire me. Because we don't they don't got overtime at my job no more like they used to. And the overtime money used to help me fund G-Vibes.
Right.
So like funding me as getting clothes and getting stuff. But now I'm
Yeah.
only making enough to pay my bills with my regular checks because there's no overtime on them. So I'm like, I gotta get a second job to maintain a little more, to have a little more grace with myself and not feel
Right.
like overwhelmed.
Right.
Anyway, it's only gonna be like 2 to 3 days a week, so it's fine. So anyway, I don't know how I balance it all, but I can tell you this: I am tired. Um, but what I do is always look at, okay, carpets are usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I make sure I have time for my man when he says he wants to do something and he plans it. I'm doing it. It was a
Right.
carpet the Truth Awards on Saturday. He planned something already. We planned it. I'm going with my man.
Yeah.
Family is first of all times.
Yep.
I'm gonna see another carpet another day. I will be
Yep.
at the Truth Award probably next year, but I always feel like family is the most important because after everything is gone, you're gonna have them.
Your family. Yeah.
So if it's birthdays, if it's Christmas, if it's anything that I need to be there for, I'm gonna be there for. Like
Yeah.
my friend had a baby shower. I went to her baby shower for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, left, went to did my stuff. Then had the next day had to do a double. Then the next day I got the rest. So I learned to balance as I go.
Yeah.
And I've always learned that it's extremely important to put family first before
Yeah.
career.
It's
I don't care what
definitely,
nobody say because I
you
feel
can't
like
get
a
those
career will
moments
drive you
back.
crazy.
Yeah. Your family will.
You can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust
You
me, I
have to
get
make
it.
time. I know that. Yeah, I know that it's important to make time. If you don't go, you this may be your big break, but whatever gonna be my big break, gonna be my big break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
And I don't want to jeopardize losing family over fame or losing family over
Yeah.
not fame, I'm not famous, but losing family over spending giving more energy out to the universe more than the people around me.
Yeah. The people who like loved on you when.
Who's
Yeah.
rooting for you?
Yeah. I used
So
to. I feel like I used to really, 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 really be a worker bee. Like I still am. I like to work. I like actually like to work. But I used to like really miss out on stuff like with my grandparents and my aunts and my uncles. I used to miss out on stuff. And it just kind of like obviously I need money to live, but it was like, but when I look back on the pictures, like, damn, I'm not there. Like, damn, they probably had a real good time. I had to really start putting that in, like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not working this day, or this day. Cause
yes,
y'all
it's
gonna
important.
replace
You know
me
why?
with
Because
somebody else. Like, it's very, very important.
it's important because I realize how much these things are still going to be there for you. These
Yeah,
things, these the career you want, everything. And I know that's why people always like, I don't want a baby and mess up my career, but the career going to still be there if that's the career for you. I really
yeah,
truly believe that. I believe go after all your dreams and goals and aspirations, but I really think what's for you is going to be for you. I
yeah,
really think God has a plan for you. It's going to pay, it's going to be a way you could create a plan without being on the fence of do I do this or do I do that? You have a choice, and I chose this weekend to go with my family.
yeah,
I'm not missing my family thing. Um, no, a birthday or some. To me, birthdays are important. Like if it was just some everybody just getting together, okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. But if
yeah.
it's like
But
a
birthdays,
birthday, like
yeah.
it's his, yeah, my boyfriend planned his mom's birthday, and it's her 70th
Oh
birthday,
yeah.
70. So I feel like it's a big birthday for her.
That's a
It's a
big
big dinner.
birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, like we paid for it already. We did everything. Uh, I'm already doing a carpet on Friday. So Saturday they're just gonna miss me, and I see y'all next week.
Yeah. There will be another red carpet. Hollywood is
They will
moving.
be in. Hollywood gonna keep moving regardless with you or without you.
With or
So,
without you,
baby,
for
you ain't gonna see
sure.
me on Saturday, but you'll see me on Friday. Okay,
Right.
I'll
Well,
see you.
you give me one of them days. Okay, so I
Yeah, one of them
know,
days is fine.
right. Like, you can't have me all the damn time. Totally get it.
Old girl,
So
they had me.
I know you see a lot of stars, so you don't really get starstruck.
Yes, I do.
But, but like in your head, who have you like freaked out about in your head?
Tisha Campbell.
Okay.
I was like, Gina
So
is
you
coming.
freaked
She's
out
running
inside
things.
and outside.
You know how my feet is always hurting on the carpet because I have not found the shoes that's for the carpet yet. But I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take y'all shopping with me to find carpet
Yeah,
shoes.
please
That's gonna be
do. Well, I
like
think shoes were
it's
made
gonna
by
be
man, so you know they want to see us torture anyways. But anyhow,
okay. I'm actually starstruck on everybody,
oh really?
but you would never think that. Like a
Yeah, because
few
like in your
know,
head, you're secretly freaking out. Like,
no, like okay, like Boosie. I was like, okay, that's Boosie, you know, like that's cool, like you know what I'm saying. But like Master P, oh baby, I was nervous, stumbled over words, couldn't get it together, but finally I did the two questions, but I couldn't do no more because I was too like it's Master P, like you
right,
feel what I'm
Master P
saying,
has
like
literally been in our household forever,
forever. So
forever.
forever. So, you said who was the main person? Tisha Campbell, Master P, um, not really the guy from Power. He was just too warm. Danielle was so warm. I didn't need to be nervous like that. But I was nervous of. I'm always nervous of stumbling my words, stumbling.
Yeah,
You know how you have your main three questions. I'm gonna tell y'all another secret. Have your main three questions of what you're gonna ask somebody. You already gonna have a list of who's gonna be there. Have your main three questions. If you forget about those questions, always have two backup. That's a variety for anybody to ask. You can ask this to anybody. So, say if you had three questions for that specific person, always has have two questions. That's a question that you can ask anybody in the world, and you'll be all right.
right.
Because
Like the
then your other
general
question gonna come back to you. Then your other
to
question
your
gonna come back to
mind,
your head. Then
yeah,
you can
because
be
you
able to.
totally be thinking
Then you
about
gonna
stuff and
ask.
like, damn, why didn't I? Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I really think the most starstruck I got was Tisha Campbell, for sure,
Okay,
because she's my favorite.
right.
So I think that's why.
So I have like, so Mary J. Blige is like my all-time favorite. I've heard things about her, but whatever. Um, she's like my number one favorite girl. I've been listening to Mary at like 12, thinking I was really going through it because she really had me feeling like I was at 12.
Okay.
Like, what? So, and then
Right.
Denzel.
Oh,
So I'm at work on both of these situations. Um, I have my head down because I'm looking through the bags. I'm not really looking at the people. So I slide her bag in and I'm kind of like, looking in it or whatever. And she goes, "Oh, it's a lot of stuff in there." So I'm like, in my, I said it out loud, but then I looked up. I was like, "Oh yeah, you right." And I looked up and it was Mary, and I was like inside, I was literally having a complete, like, you met your Capricorn sister, girl. Let me tell you about that
hey.
song. And then that was all in my mind happening, and I was just like, yeah, you're right. And I kind of just have to like play it cool, pass her the bag. Now Denzel, he's cool as a fan. Like, turn the fan on high. That's Denzel. Cool. So every time meeting him, it was just like, oh, that's my crazy uncle over there cracking jokes. But it's
Oh, he
Denzel. You
funny.
know, Denzel to the black community he's our president. Like
Okay.
Obama, who is Denzel? He was our
Denzel
president.
is like the
He was the
number.
standard. You know?
He's like he is him, Will Smith, no matter what nobody say, him, Will Smith, and like another person that's like really big to us that will never not be big to us.
Yeah,
Will Smith will
just
always be
never.
known for what he did. And fucking Denzel Washington, excuse my language, will always be Denzel Washington.
He's Denzel
Period.
motherfucking Washington. That's
And Mary will always be Mary, okay?
and look, leave my girl alone. Y'all better tread lightly. They be trying to talk about these new girls. I'm like, do you see Mary with the body?
Coming out good
Whatever. Look,
morning,
y'all can have y'all
gorgeous.
new girls. Cause Mary with that body? Leave me alone.
She bad.
Yeah, those were
She
the two
bad.
people I kind of was like, but Denzel makes you so kind of like, he told me, I feel like I got that personality where people feel like, I guess maybe because I say whatever, they feel like they gonna say whatever too. But I was talking to LeBron's agent, but me and him kind of go back and forth with each other. And then I see Denzel right behind him, and he said, every time I see you, you talking shit to somebody in
Oh,
a
he
loving
funny on
way.
the car
But
on
it
the
was funny as hell because it was
he
like, well,
funny.
damn, you just be around at these times. But me and him go back and forth. So I was like, whatever, you don't know. I wasn't talking shit to him. He was trying to talk shit to me, and I reciprocated that.
LeBron agent is the black guy that go with what's her name, right?
Adele. Yeah, Rich
Adele.
Paul. Yeah, I
He's
got a
super
story
look
for
like
him
he's
one
super
day.
cool.
Yeah, he cool, but yeah, he cool. I always mess with him though. Every time I see him, he used to come in a like the Jeeps, the BMW Jeep, no, the Mercedes Jeeps, and he's like a shorter guy, so he would like hop out of it, and it tickled me. It literally would tickle me to see a grown man like hop out of a car. Like this is hilarious.
And you know,
Use the step,
men is
damn.
already
Like just use the
okay.
step.
I'm done with you.
Okay, so and I know you kind of did a little bit of this earlier in the year, but if you could
Mhm.
choose, what carpet would you do? Grammys or the Oscars?
Mm,
Your love of music or your love of the movies?
the film. Okay, y'all will be surprised, but not really. Okay, so I will have to say the Grammys for this one.
Okay. I mean, I kind of thought
Cause
you would.
yeah, I always wanted to do Hollywood. I always wanted to do the Oscars. That's like one of my dream carpets. Like because I love movies, I love TV shows, white shows, black shows, whatever show you could
Right.
think of. I know them all. And that's always the feel. That's where I love to do the carpets the most is movie premieres, stuff
Hmm.
like that, show premieres, TV premieres. But something about the Grammys is always gonna be real to me, like because you're gonna see your favorite artists at the Grammys.
Right.
You probably won't see them all at the Oscars. Your favorite people that you would want nominated at the
Right.
Oscars,
Right. Right.
but you're
Right.
gonna
Right.
see your Grammy nominated, even if they're nominated or not. They're gonna be at the Grammys.
True. Because I feel like with the Grammys,
Yeah, I'll
you
be.
get a little bit of the movie stars too at the Grammys. So you could
You
kind of
get the
low key get a
both.
combination of both.
Kobe won
Okay.
a Oscar, but I bet you he went to the Grammys before too.
Right. True. 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 Okay. So I know recently you done an event with the NFL, and I'm a sports
Yeah.
girl. I love me some football. So how was that? Because
Okay,
how
good.
how
That
much
was
are
nice.
you into sports? Like,
My boyfriend got me into sports, y'all. I don't really
okay,
know sports like that, but
okay,
I know everything about the 49ers. Okay, okay.
go
But anyway,
Niners! Niner gang, bang bang bang, Niner
but
gang,
I be
yeah.
going for Jalen Hurts too. I be going a little bit for Jalen Hurts anyway. My
Hey,
man, the
I
man. But
go for
let me
Jalen
stop that.
Hurts for a whole bunch of other reasons. Like, his whole damn staff is black. Well, I think it's like one white girl, but come on that you get A's for
Him and
me. You get A's for me. Hey,
period.
because he don't have to, and for him to like do that, that's like
Yeah,
A's for
he
me.
trusts. He probably had a good relationship with his mom and stuff to be able to trust women. I don't know. A lot of
Yeah,
men don't trust women,
and
so
he has like
I think he
no
have a
man.
trust for women.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
know better. He know women be knowing how to control and do things, know how to talk to people, all
and
that.
I,
Anyway,
you know, and that I think like you just saying that. I feel like women have so much like power and dollar even though we're not equally matched as like pay wise, but it's kind of like, well, my wife wants to do it, so oh come on, you know. So he's probably like, shit, this is a win-win for him. If
Right,
the
right,
women like
right.
me, the husband's gonna root for me too, because the husband's gonna be like, let me see who this guy
Period.
is, you know.
And
So
he
hey,
has a cute girlfriend. She's really pretty. I don't know her name, but she's a beautiful girl. But the NFL thing I went to was really dope. It made me wanted to get into the
mhm,
NFL carpet life,
mhm,
like, you know. So one of the media companies I work for is Media Stitch. So I do work for myself, but I have another company that I work for when, like, if I don't get on the carpet, Media Stitch might get on the carpet,
okay,
and they might need a correspondent for it, and he'll hit me up. That's just somebody I hook up with that has put me on most of the carpets this year. So to make the story short, I got the opportunity to go to the 60 years of NFL racism, and talk about like what has changed from then
yeah,
until now in 60 years. I was able to meet all the OGs and people that back then they were just winning championships and that was it. Like, you know, it
yeah,
wasn't no
yeah. You just want
Super
it,
Bowls.
yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't nothing like that. So it was amazing to go there. They gave you food, they gave you drinks. Let me tell y'all real quick. So it was a everybody was able to get media passes that was there. If you're there, you get media passes. So um I was just so cool with the guys that were walking me to my area
mhm,
that he came to me because you know how you just have conversation. I just was talking, you know, I just be talking. He
right,
was like, "Do you want to interview? Do you want to do the interviews before they even go on the stage?" He just came to me. I was like, "Sure." Remind you, it's a whole nother table full of media people. I'm at a table full of the people that's just sitting in, but they're not there
right,
for media. I was just
right,
sitting at that table. So the guy that out of the three guys that was walking everybody to the area, he asked me. He said, "Did you want to interview?" He was like, "I bring them right to you, all the guys." I was like, "Sure." He's like, "I know for sure two wants to interview." So he took me to the NFL area where we were all going to be seated at
uh huh.
room, let me set up, and then he brought them one by one. And everybody else, he had, not saying that I was just, I don't know what it was. I don't know. Them white boys probably wasn't looking at my leather pants, but I was thinking it's the leather pants, girl.
Shut up, not
Because,
the
but I had like a Nike jacket on. I still was like girly, but like homegirl sporty. So I don't know what
hey,
it was, but they were so cool, and they weren't trying to talk to me or none of that. That wasn't the
girl, it
case.
was the
But
leather
the
pants,
fact
girl.
that it was the leather pants. Okay. The fact that I had that conversation with them, and that's what I be trying to tell people. Just having a conversation with people.
Yeah,
I did not know that they were in charge of doing that. I just was talking to them. Okay.
talking,
They
yeah,
introduced themselves and I introduced myself, and that was the end of that. And then they told me who they was later, but I didn't necessarily know who they was. So they the guy let me go back there, set up, and then they came in that NFL room and let me interview the two guys one by one, and all the other people that was outside, they had to interview after it was over. I had already got my interviews in, so all I had to do was take pictures of everything, and I was done. It was really good.
ding,
It was successful because I've never been at the NFL studios and
right,
I don't know too
yeah,
much about sports. But being there in the atmosphere full of good people, good vibes, and people that have been in the game, in the NFL game for years, 30, 40 years, and being able to tell their stories of how racism started in the NFL and how they're able to see that it's still continuing and how we're going to break the cycle of it still happening was
right.
really dope. The documentary is coming out, so I
Oh, I'm
can't
gonna
tell too
definitely have to
much,
check
but
that out.
yeah,
I'm
it was
definitely
really
gonna
a
be
dope
checking that
experience.
out. Yeah.
The narrator was great, the music was great, and the people that they interviewed was amazing. So I think it's worth 60 years of racism and activism in NFL. It was really good. So I had a good time.
Yeah, I can't wait till that comes out. I'm all into that
I'm
kind of
gonna send
stuff.
you the
So,
I'm
all
gonna send
right.
you the link as soon as it comes out.
All right, my last question for you. And we already know what your number one answer is, but I still want you to tell it. Who are your top five favorite talk show hosts? We already know who number one is, but can you?
Ricky Lake.
Okay,
I'm gonna say it
starting from
again.
five.
Oh, number five. Montel Williams.
You know what?
Loved
Montel,
Montel growing up.
I
Loved him growing up.
I
He
used to
was.
love when he
Everybody thought he
had
was
Sylvia
boring, but he
Brown
was
on the
really
show.
good.
I love when he
Okay.
had Sylvia Brown on the show.
Oh, the psychic.
The
Oh, girl,
psychic girl, let me tell you how I wanted to be in that audience when Sylvia Brown was in there with them long nails and she said put them in her mouth. Like, yes, Montel.
girl. We
I
believed it
don't
all,
remember not
girl.
one episode other than the ones with Sylvia Brown. And I watched them, but I remember Sylvia Brown.
That's crazy. It could be past or present.
Yes, definitely.
Um, can it be like another show, but there was it where they talk show hosts like 106 Park? Could that be it?
They were talk show
Like Free
hosts.
and AJ?
Yeah.
They
I mean, they
would you
did a
consider
form
them talk
of,
shows?
yeah. So Free
Okay.
and
Well,
AJ.
I'm not gonna say them just yet, not yet, because I'm
Okay, so
they
they're not
ain't
four.
at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say I like TRL. Lala when she was on TRL. I loved her on there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's four. Number three, I would have to say is Oprah.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Oprah as number three, and I'm gonna put number four as Jenny Jones.
Okay. Yes, Jenny Jones.
We love Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones was giving us
And number
hairstyles. Jenny Jones was giving us
okay,
hairstyles for a white girl. Like, all right, you ain't coming with the same bob. All right.
okay.
I
So
used to like Jenny
Number
Jones
five,
too.
Montel. Montel five. Number four, Jenny Jones. Number three, Free and AJ. Number two is Oprah. And number one, my favorite is Ricky Lake.
Ricky Lake.
Go Ricky. Go
Go
Ricky. Go
Ricky. Go
Ricky. Go
Ricky. Go
Ricky.
Ricky. Yeah,
Okay,
she
let
did
me
used to
tell you
have
because
a
people always ask me why Ricky Lake. Ricky Lake was herself to me at all times. I don't know
yeah.
what the other stuff was going on outside of this. Like I only know when I grew up as a kid. I
Right.
remember her every if you turned on the TV at that time, everybody was dressed up. Sally Jeffrey Raphael was dressed up as a woman. Who else? Oprah used to start dressing up. You know, everybody had to dress up to be a talk show host. But when
Right.
I seen Ricky Lake, she just was so relatable to me because she was uncomfortable with her weight, but she made it work. She was not she was unapologetic but apologetic at the same time. She
Right.
was understanding, she was listening at the same time. She vibe with the audience. You know, it was just like, a vibe. I liked her
I
vibe.
remember her kind
I
of
don't know.
being like one of the first talk show hosts that would have like rappers on her show. Like I remember she had Lil Kim on her show.
Yes, like she was.
Oprah was
Oh
not
my
having
God, that's
Kim
what I'm
on the
saying.
show. Like, come on. She
So
wasn't.
that's
I
what I'm saying.
mean,
It's like, but that's what I'm saying. See, she was so relatable, and that's what I want to be. Next is a talk show host, and I feel like these interviews and the more I mess up and more I've learned has taught me so much. So when I become a talk show host, they can see the side of me. Like I said, I want to be the homegirl. Ricky Lake was the homegirl to me. She was like cool. She wasn't trying to judge you, but she's still gonna tell you that that don't make sense.
right, that don't make
But
sense.
okay. But we still
Man.
love you. You know,
Right.
I do gotta shout out Mother Loves and stuff like that. Tyra Banks show was a
Oh
show
my
I used to
God, I
watch too. I
remember
liked
Mother
her.
Love Show. Do you remember Tempest
Yes.
had a talk show?
Yes. 3
Remember
o'clock.
Tempest Bledsoe had a show?
Yes. So
Damn, I
Maury,
remember
Jerry
Mother Love.
Springer.
I'm gonna have to go on YouTube
Yeah,
and find me some
too, girl. I always
clips of
do.
my
And watch them
favorite.
old shows, girl. I always go back to watch interviews that I remember as a kid that inspired me.
Right.
I like Barbara Walters as just an interviewer
Yeah.
itself. I liked her as an interviewer because um they respected her. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? No matter what, they respect her. I don't know who she was outside of that, but as when the interview turned on, it was Barbara
Yeah.
Walters on.
And
Period.
for her to have started when she started, it was I feel like she literally probably was the only woman doing the kind of work she was doing.
Like those 60-minute shows, like
Yeah,
the
those
ones that
60
just sit
minute
down with
pieces.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, when it was just you and
And she
her,
wasn't
like,
asking, "Oh, what's your favorite kind of tea?" She was like really getting into the hard questions for her to be a woman and those guys had to answer it. You know how they could be sometimes with the dismissive, but she wouldn't let them back down from it. Barbara
and I
Walters
think
was
that that's
shady.
what you have to.
She had a little
Who?
shade. No, but I was here for it. When she interviewed the Kardashian family, and she was like, "You don't this,
Oh,
you
they
don't sing.
all.
Where are you famous?"
Yeah, when she did
Somebody had
that,
to
and
ask them
and they,
shit.
you know what it is. It's like she heard the people say that, so she wanted to ask that.
And she
But
probably was
I
thinking
don't
it
know.
herself because she was a hard working woman, and all they had to do was that. I'm pretty sure.
But see,
I know she
I
had those private conversations with somebody in her house. Like, what the hell do they do? I went to this school,
but
and
see, that's the thing. That was the first era of really when, if you think about it, social media started.
hmm
Like when social media had, not saying Instagram and all that came, but that was the ideal. Like
yeah,
you being, all of these people now are the Kardashians, no matter what they say.
yeah,
You be with the rappers, you be with the singers, or you
yeah,
hang with the best people and you're famous. So
yeah,
I don't even discredit them. I mean, do y'all. Like if that's,
yeah.
it made you whatever, if that's the lane you want, do that. So for
Do that.
me, my lane will always be, and I always continue to stay in my lane because like I'm not out to break the story. I'm just out to get the real story and move on.
Right,
Like I don't want to be the one that hurts your feelings. I
right.
don't want to be the interviewer that you will always remember that hurt your feelings. Like,
Yeah,
no. I want to be the one that you, when you see on the carpet, you be like, hey girl,
yeah.
what,
Make
let's
you
talk
want to
about
come
it.
up to
Like, you
them
know
and
what I'm
talk to
saying?
them. Yeah,
Yeah, like let's talk about it today because they had us messed up yesterday. We here today. Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I want to be that interviewer that people love to see, not the people that run from me.
Right, because they will run. They will run.
Oh baby, they run when they see the shade room or baller alert or anything. If it's not like the homeboy Ty on there doing the interviews, they're running from people. Mm-mm.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. Well,
But
I
I
just
do
want to
love it. I
say,
do love it.
no, I can tell you love it. And I love it for you.
Mhm.
Like I
Appreciate it.
really truly love it for you. I'm so like excited every time I see like, oh day. Oh my God. Look what she oh that's what's up. Like I'm like genuinely happy. Like that is what's up. Like if that's what she wanna do and she's good at it and like she's enjoying this. Like she's just building her brand to just elevate and elevate and elevate. Why can't I say that word today? I can't say a lot of words most of the
Elevate.
time. Okay, look, before I let you go, you were at the Black Women's in Hollywood event and you panned your camera and it was a guy named Aaron, black older guy. He had like circle kind of glasses.
Talking about at the Essence.
Yeah.
I was at the
I
Hollywood House.
okay, I see him a lot around crypto, but I never had a conversation with him. And I recently
Who?
seen him after you were there, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "You were just at an event with my homegirl, G9," and he's like, "Yeah." I don't know how I'm ever gonna show you a picture of him, but you like panned your camera, and I saw him.
Oh, it was like he was there, but I wasn't talking to him.
You probably, I think you were just panning the camera to get the view or whatever, but he was like literally right next to
Oh,
you. Yeah, I was like,
oh, was
oh,
he?
look at this. I have no idea what that man does there, but he's always at the games. Always.
Oh, it's so crazy because I got that essence by somebody being sick with COVID.
Hey, sorry, sick with COVID, but
I was
look,
there and I was pressed. Look it, I wasn't just sitting in the audience. I was pressed. I was backstage. I was just excited to work with Essence that day, and it was an amazing time. Ebony Jackson, shout out to you. You are amazing. Hmm.
shout out. Shout out
And
to
Laquita.
everybody. Shout out to the people who are not gatekeepers.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this because a lot of people get to my DM and they say, "Oh, I want to shadow you" and stuff like that. And I had a good experience with that, and people shadowing you, and a lot of times people, I realized when I was working that a lot of times people didn't want me to shadow with them is because when people learn the business, they take off, and if they take off, they be mad. Like I gave them the game and they take off. Just
Right.
always know that whatever is for you is going to be for you. I
It's
keep
for
saying
you.
that because
Yeah,
it's true.
it's
If
true.
they made it before you, then they made it before you. I know giving away opportunities is something in Hollywood because people don't like to share what they know because they like,
Right.
oh, then I'm gonna help somebody out. But it's okay to help somebody out. But
Yeah.
when it's not okay to help somebody out is when you are in a place where you need to help yourself. So
Right.
it's okay to be selfish sometimes. It's okay to take care of you sometime, but also it's okay to give gems and help out other people. I will say that.
There you go. Look at all these. Look at all this wisdom right here. Giving y'all
I
this
gave you some,
game.
girl. Pretty
Well, I just
much.
want to
I
thank
love
you
y'all.
so much. I love you too. I want to thank you so much for your time. Keep doing what you're doing, girl, because I love to see it. I love to see the glow up, and I love that you're doing what you want to do. And I love that you're
Thank you,
being
girl.
you when you do it. That's why
Period.
people
And
fuck
that's
with
what
you,
y'all gotta
though.
continue
But
to
that's why people fuck with you.
no. Let me tell you something. If you don't have nothing, you gotta be yourself at all times.
Yeah,
Cause when you're not, it's gonna come out one day.
it's
And
gonna
you ain't
come
gonna be able
out,
to
and
back up
baby, when it come
you ain't
out,
gonna be able to back up who the other person is. You can only back up who you are. So
hey,
always continue to be yourself because I think being yourself is where why we have so many influencers and so many people that social media looks up to now because people being themselves. Some people don't,
yeah,
but
yeah,
the true self in you will show the world will see. You just gotta let it
for
happen and don't
sure.
be afraid of it.
I know some
Don't be
people
afraid
don't
of
fuck
the
with
journey.
me, and I know a lot of people that do fuck with me because I'm me.
And that's okay too, because
You
not
know?
everybody's
No,
supposed
I
to
don't want
like
everybody to
you.
fuck with me, but I know people like I've literally had people like mostly females not like me because I'm just this person, and they don't
Oh
have the
yeah, that happens
confidence to
also.
be themselves in their life. You know what I'm saying? I never really
Oh
like I'm
baby,
not gonna dim myself because you got an issue with me. Like, no, I like
at
me. I
all.
love
And
me.
and,
So I'm
and
gonna
don't
keep
you
being
forget
this
that.
person. And you just gonna
All
have to
right.
deal with it or get the hell up out my
Period. What JT and them say? Period.
period. Oh my God. I don't I was gonna start a whole another conversation about somebody.
Oh well, call me so we can talk about it because you know I got a lot to say
Okay.
about something else.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I love you and continue doing you.
All right, I love you too, Miko. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Studio.